Bhagavad Gita, and second chapter Bhagavad Gita. Does anyone remember which verse we were in? Mataji was telling 13. Usha Mataji was telling 13th verse. Hare Krishna. So, I have a question for everyone. I know you're not seeing anything on the screen, I can understand. Should we continue with Bhagavad Gita? Or last week we celebrated Haridas Thakur Disappearance Day. We should do Haridas Thakur Disappearance Day. You know, what do you think?
Sure, Prabhuji, please give us like about Haridas Thakur, his devotion, bhakti.
No, that's okay, but people are interested to go forward for Bhagavad Gita, I'm fine with that, What will Haridas Thakur will see later, but we will go for, actually in our temple, because of Haridas Thakur Disappearance Day, we all chanted for 3 days, 192 rounds actually, So what do you see on the screen? So can everyone see the screen?
Yes, Prabhuji.
No, let me see. Raghunathan Prabhu, my obeisances. My obeisances. Venkat Prabhu, Shankara, my obeisances. Aruna Mataji, my obeisances. Anusha Mataji, my obeisances. And Padmavati Mataji, my obeisances. Madhurima Mataji, Swarupa Mataji, my obeisances. Sravanti Mataji, my obeisances. Lakshminarayan Prabhu, Kalyan Prabhu, my obeisances. And Lakshminarayan Prabhu, my obeisances. And did I miss anybody? And this Prabhuji's name, I don't know. Some Anusha Mataji, my obeisances, and Lakshminarayan Prabhu, my obeisances. So we will continue with Bhagavad Gita. Just to jog your memories, 2.13, I said you are not the body but a spirit soul. How many of you remember that?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So, the first instruction, 2.13, 122 to 2.30, practically 18 verses, Krishna says you are not the body but spirit soul. But the first instruction of Gita is so powerful. If we apply, majority of our problems will come out. But because of our bodily absorption, because of our attachments, in this world, we go through a lot of suffering actually, you know. But if we try to, that's why sadhana is very important. Yes, there's a one class, but application is very important. You apply the whatever is taught, if you apply sincerely, for that faith is needed. You know, you need to have faith on the, you need to faith on the process, faith in the teacher, you know, faith on the knowledge that is being imparted. Then you'll make a lot of progress. So Krishna is continuously telling Arjuna, you are not the body but a spirit soul, and you are not the body but a spirit soul, and all these relatives, they are eternal. There is no death for them. Only thing is their bodies are temporary. Not only the relatives, even your body is temporary. Everyone's body is temporary. But of course, Krishna's body is eternal, because Krishna, there is no difference between Krishna and his soul. Krishna, his name, his body, his soul, everything's same. You know? So anyway, what is that? Now, 30, you know, we'll go to the next verse, you know. So what is the second reason Arjuna gave for not fighting? Arjuna said, if my, you know, if they are not alive, you know, with whom will I share my happiness? You know, that was the second reason. You know, first reason is Arjuna gave what was the first reason Arjuna gave? Arjuna said compassion. Ayyo, they're going to die. Second reason is, you know, if they all die, what will, you know, with whom will I share happiness? To the answer to the second question, Krishna started speaking, you know, consider your specific duty as Kshatriya, text number 31. You should know that there is no better engagement for you than fighting religious principles. So there is no need for hesitation. Text number 32. Happy are Kshatriyas to whom such fighting opportunities come unsought, opening for them the doors of heavenly planets. So you are telling, you know, if they leave the world, with whom will you share happiness? But Kshatriyas, they want to fight, you know. Kshatriyas, they want to fight, you know. Yadrichya chapannam sargadvaram pavartam sukina kshatriya parda labhante yuddham idrisham. So Kshatriyas, they look for wars. If you win the war, you will enjoy the kingdom. If you die, you will go to heavenly planets and enjoy. Win-win situation, Arjuna. So Krishna is telling Arjuna, you know, if you win the war, you'll get the kingdom. If you yourself die, then you'll go to heavenly planets and enjoy. So at any case, at any cost, you are not the loser. However, if you don't fight, then what happens? People will always speak of your infamy, and for respectable person, dishonor is worse than death. What people will say? So you are, you know, you are thinking they're my relatives, you don't fight. Then they will say, "Arey, you know, ye to dar gaye hain." You became scared, and you know, and they'll use very harsh, you know, they'll speak very harsh words, and you'll be dishonored. For somebody who is honored, dishonor is worse than death. You know, they think you're useless, and it is very painful. So fighting is very good, you know. And Krishna is telling, text number 38, you know, do you fight for the sake of fighting without considering happiness or distress, loss or gain, victory or defeat. You know, if you all do your duty, you know, then again, this is the answer to Arjuna's fourth question. I'll incur sinful reactions by killing them. Actually, fifth question, fifth reason, Arjuna is telling, I will incur sinful reactions. No, if you do it for the sake of doing it, you will not incur any sinful reactions. You know, because I am telling you to do it. I am means what? Who is Krishna? The Supreme CEO, Supreme Personality of Godhead. You know, if you do your duty, and if you do it for the sake of doing it, because you're asked to do it, you will not incur any sin. And if you do your duty, if you do it for the sake of doing it, you know, you will not incur any sin. So today, or if you work for me, if you perform bhakti, I mean, if you fight for my cause, then that will be bhakti. Today we'll see the verse number 40. Everyone, can you repeat after me? Neha Vikrama Nashosti. Unmute your video, your audios.
Neha Vikrama
Vikramo nastote.
Pratyavayo na vidyate.
Pratyavayana vidyate
Kalpamapyasya dharmasya.
Dharmasya
Trayate mahato bhayat.
Trayate mahato bhayat.
Can somebody read the translation, one person?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Anusha. In this endeavor, there is no loss or diminution. A little advancement on this path can protect one from the most dangerous type of fear.
Amazing. So, who will read the translation for read the purport? Sorry, not the translation. Another person, can you read the purport? Purport means tatparyam. One person, can you read the purport?
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Amma, please.
Activity in Krishna consciousness or acting for the benefit of Krishna without expectation of sense gratification is the highest transcendental quality of work. Even a small beginning of such activity finds no impediment, nor can that small beginning be lost at any stage. Any work begun on the material plane has to be completed. Otherwise, the whole attempt becomes a failure. But any work begun in Krishna consciousness has a permanent effect, even though not finished. The performer of such work is therefore not a loss, even if his work in Krishna consciousness is incomplete. 1% done in Krishna consciousness bears permanent results. so that the next beginning is from the point of 2%. Whereas in material activity, without 100% success, there is no profit. Aj- Ajamila performed his duty on some percentage of Krishna consciousness, but the result he enjoyed at the end was 100% by the grace of Lord. Uh, there is nice verse in this connection in Srimad Bhagavatam. If someone gives up his occupational duties and works in Krishna consciousness and then falls down on account of not completing his work, what loss is there on his part? And what can one gain if one performs his material activities perfectly? Or, as the Christians say, what profit a man if he gain the whole world yet suffer the loss of his eternal soul? Material activities and their results end up with the body. But work in Krishna consciousness carries a person again to Krishna consciousness, even after the loss of the body. At least one is sure to have a chance in the next life of being born again as a human being, either in the family of a great cultured Brahmana or in the rich aristocratic family, or that will give one a further chance for elevation. That is the unique quality of work done in Krishna consciousness.
Amazing. That's wonderful, Amma. You read so well. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Very well read. So, Krishna is telling you fight for the sake of fighting because I am asking you to do this. And if you lead your life like this, even little bit me progress you make, then that will save you from great fear. Some of you have, or majority of you have no idea what you're doing. Every week you're coming online. I'm speaking from America and you're listening wherever you're listening from. But I have everyone, if you can unmute, this verse is very powerful. Probably this is one of the verses that gave me so much strength to continue as a monk for more than past 2 decades actually. So if you can argue, anyone can answer one after another. So you're endeavoring, every week you're coming and listening. Some of you are chanting also. Some of you are doing bhakti nicely. So, but when you're putting energy here, when you're investing energy here, somewhere you have to, there is only 24 hours. Somewhere you have to take it out. So maybe you have to take an hour from your relationships, time for, the time you're investing on your relationships. Or maybe you're taking an hour from your career, or maybe you're taking an hour from your sleep. But there you're not getting full sleep, or here you're not able to fully focus on relationships or career. But here, weekly 1 hour is what? Nothing. So in other words, na garka na gatka. You are not here, you are not there. You are not here, you are not there. So what is the use? It is like Ekadasi fasting. You ate a little bit and you're scared. You are scared. I unnecessarily broke the Ekadasi fast. You already broke the Ekadasi fast. Eat nicely. And the moral is, Krishna is telling, even little bit of Krishna consciousness, you will make a maximum success. I mean, whatever little bit you do. I have a question for everyone now, before I continue with the verse. You're all some of you studied for 20 years. Does that knowledge come with you for the rest of the eternity? Answer yes or no.
No.
Thank you.
No.
So whatever you studied, it will not come with you. You're making a lot of money, putting so much money in the bank. Will it come with you after 50 years?
No.
No problem.
No, Prabhu. No.
Okay, you're investing a lot of time on your family members. Will they come with you?
No, Prabhuji.
You're taking care of you're taking so much care of your body. Will it come with you?
No,
No.
Prabhu.
No,
Prabhuji,
Prabhuji.
no.
So anything that we are investing in a week, 24 into 7 is 168 hours. Whatever we are investing on the body, investing on sleeping, investing on eating, investing on the relationships, investing on the career, investing on relationships, they will not come with us. But this 1 hour Bhagavad Gita, which is causing the purification, it is a bhakti account that will come with us, I know for sure. That's why Krishna is telling in this endeavor of making progress on bhakti, Arjuna, there is no loss. It will not diminish. It will come with you. This lifetime you have done 5%. Next lifetime you will continue from 6%. This lifetime you have done 30%. Next lifetime you will continue from 31%. This lifetime you have done 100%. What will happen if you have done 100%?
There is no next life.
Reach to Krishna.
You will go back to Godhead. You will reach Krishna. That's it. There is no next life. Thank you. Amazing, right? So, and the second thing is there is a second line. Can somebody read this? Little advancement. Can somebody read this line, that point? Who will read little advancement?
Little advancement on this path can protect one from most dangerous type of fear.
Yes, what is a fear? Because of the wrong things we have done, we are supposed to, nature decides we should become a dog. Then Krishna says, wait. 2022 onwards, they started attending my Bhagavad Gita classes. They started chanting. Once in a while, they ate prasad. Let us give them a second chance. That is a session today. Let us give them a second chance. So you will get the human life again, sirs and ma'ams. What you will get again?
A human life.
Human life, for sure. If you don't go back to Krishna, you will definitely get next time human life. Not human life in Africa where you don't even have minimums. You will take birth in a rich family. Suchanam Srimatangehi Yoga Brashta Vijayate. You're all practicing yogis now. So Arjuna Krishna tells, because you're a practicing yogi, Yoga Brashta means a yogi has not attained perfection. What will happen to him? Suchinam. He'll take birth in the devotee family. Or Srimatangehe. You will take birth in a rich devotee family. How many of you are happy listening to this?
Yes,
I am.
Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji.
Amazing,
Yes,
right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Or,
Yes, Prabhuji.
for example, you build your home. You put probably 1 crore to build the home. Finally, when it came to roof, you did not pay the money properly. The roof starts leaking. To enjoy anything in this world, you need to perform 100% work 100 nicely. But Krishna Bhakti, Krishna consciousness, even if you have done 2%, you will get end result is at the end you will get 100% result. Second thing, for the wrong things you have done, if you have to become a tree, or you have to become a dog, you have to become a tiger, you have to become a snake. Krishna says, wait, no. They have done little bhakti. They have opened a bhakti account. So we should give them a chance to continue. So you'll get a second chance, Prabhujis and Matajis. What if you continue sincerely? What if you continue chanting sincerely? What if you get initiated sincerely? Today, we'll focus on this verse next 3-4 weeks, because I want everyone to hear. One is, there is actually, can somebody see the name? What is his name?
Ajamila.
Ajamil.
Jamil.
We'll tell the story of Ajamil, and this is the verse. Tyaktva swadharmam charanambujam hare bhajan apakoda patet to yadi yadra kova bhadrava budamishyakim kovartapto bhajata swadharmata. This verse was spoken by Narada Muni. So I'll tell you the story of Ajamil from Srimad Bhagavatam, and I already told, Krishna consciousness, but work done in Krishna consciousness carries a person again to Krishna consciousness, even after the loss of the body. At least one is sure to have a chance to next life, being born as a human being in the family of a great cultured Brahmana means devotees, or in the rich aristocratic family. That will give you further elevation. This is unique quality of work done in Krishna consciousness. Tell me honestly, you can raise your hand, you can unmute and say, I am very happy for this.
I'm very happy for this.
I am very happy for this, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Happy
Prabhuji,
for
happy
this.
for this.
Yes, Prabhuji, I am also very happy for this.
Yes, you let me tell you, I joined full time and I started preaching, more than 2 decades ago. One day I realized that the biggest beneficiary in this whole process, I myself. For example, this is fully free, and in a past what 5-6 months we are doing it, and which I've been doing. So you should know you are the biggest beneficiary in this. I am also, in this process, the speaker and listener, they are equal benefit, not that I get more and you get less. No. So, and you will never degrade into material life. So my question to you, how many of you played Snake and Ladder, Paramapada Sopana Patam, or Snake and Ladder? How many of you played? Anyone played that game?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, I'll show you. Let me see. I'll give. I'm sure Snake and Ladder game. So, I mean, this is not very good, but Indian Snake and Ladder, can everyone see the screen now?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji, yes.
If you put 4, you'll climb. That means you got a medical or engineering seat. Then you will go like this, you'll put 6. It means erode
And
GRE,
again, ladder.
erode GRE, and actually this is not good because Indian is very good. This is usually I think American. Anyway, if you put so you miss this, actually it should be very good. You put you go to America, zoom, you write GRE and you'll go to America. Then you get green card. You get a green card and you're going like this. Finally, so you will, if you put 1, you'll come down, means ill health. You'll put 2, means, okay, little ill health, you become all right. You got corona and recovered. Then you put 1, recovered. Then you'll put 3, now you've got old age. Now your friend is saying, what will happen to you? Finally, what you will do, you'll put 1. You put 1 means like this. Actually, this is not good, but in India, Indian Snake and Ladder, you will put 3, means Arkash. Arkash means, you don't know. Means again take bath. So, whatever you have acquired, during your human life, You leave everything, family, children, money, and you'll come down again. Yes or no? I'm sorry.
Yes, Prabhu.
So the moral is human life is like that. The moral is, okay, let me tell you. Anyway, it's not coming. Let us not, Anyway, so what is that? You'll claim all the ladders, but eventually old age, disease, and death, no one can avoid. Yes or no? Nobody can avoid. How many of you played chessboard? Huh?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yes.
Then does anyone know the great thing of chess? So, in the chessboard, somebody is a minister, king, or a horse or elephant. Once the game is over, what happens? End of the day, everyone will go into the box only. Am I right?
Right, Prabhuji. Yeah.
So end of the game, after you play the game, what will happen? You will put all the queen, minister, horse, elephant, you put everything in the box. Likewise, this world, somebody is a doctor, somebody is an engineer, somebody is a professional, somebody is a chartered accountant. We all play the game. But end of the game, everyone will go into the box. What does it mean by box?
Death.
So, in the Western countries, they don't cremate, they bury. So everyone will go in the box. So likewise, but if you perform bhakti, can everyone repeat what will happen to you? You have performed little bhakti, initial days we would get so many people. And nowadays we are getting only 20 people. Because you have chanted the holy name little bit, because you listened to Bhagavad Gita, Lakshmi Narayan Prabhu, what is the outcome next lifetime?
It will be carried over.
What will happen to us?
If you complete the process now, you'll go back to Godhead.
Yes. If not,
If not, from next incarnation, we'll start from where we have left it.
amazing. What type of life we'll get?
Human.
Human life and good family
Hmm.
and spiritual course is maintained.
Amazing. So we'll get a human life. We don't need to, you don't need to, we are not condemned to become a dog or a cat or a bird or a beast or a reptile or a tree, but we'll get a human life. Not a human life. Take birth in the coolie family where you don't even get a square meal. Not like that. Suchinam Shri Matange Yoga Prashta Vijayate. This is also given in Bhagavad Gita. You'll take birth in a rich aristocratic family. Dhanwan ki ghar mein aap janm lenge. So you'll take birth in the family of rich people. Life is not a struggle. And you'll go to college. One day you'll hear Hare Krishna, you're attracted. Why? Purva Abhyasevena Novena. So Krishna says, because of the previous life, you're attracted to that religious, that yoga principles automatically, because you are continuing from past life. Tell him to bring it upstairs and put it here. Yeah, this go. Whatever he gives, tell him to bring it upstairs. So your friends are not attracted. You will be attracted. Why? You are continuing from past life. How many of you want me to prove this? I can prove it to you right now. How next life it is carried out. I mean, you'll be, how in next life you'll continue. You'll be, what is that? How this life, if you do bhakti, it'll be carried to the next life. Just for curiosity, should I prove it to you? What based on what are my experience?
Yes,
Yes,
Guruji.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So when the children are born, I'm sure some of you or many of you have children, right? What are the first words children will say? Usually, tell me.
Ammana.
Amma.
Amma. Very nice. Any other name?
Atta.
Tata.
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 Okay, everyone is Telugu here. Amma or North Indians, Mama. But let me tell you, I have seen some children in our Hare Krishna movement. The first words they said, Prabhupada. That is the first word. They did not say Amma, Tata. No, they didn't say that. Their first words were Prabhupada, means Prabhupada.
Nice.
Some children, they said first words Jagannath, means Jagannath. Are Jagannath, they were telling. First words, I've seen children of 6 months old, their behavior. They would dance. 1-year-old children, they would dance. Every time I see one thing in my life, I would remember one verse from Bhagavad Gita. Wow, amazing Krishna. Krishna is amazing. These verses are there. They are really, really powerful verses. I used to live in West Virginia in America. We used to have a pujari from South America, actually, Mexico. One day he gave birth to his daughter. He gave birth to his daughter, and I'm in a class. He gave birth to his daughter, and thank you very much. So he gave birth to his daughter, and because he would do Mangalarti every day 5 o'clock. Temple opens at every day, 4:30. Krishna, we wake up Krishna at 4:30, and offering goes, what is it, peda, barfi, rasgulla, we'll offer at 4:35. And the conch blows at 5 o'clock, whether it rains, snows, or sunshines. Some people will come already to the temple. They might have done 6-7 rounds before Mangalarti, and some people by 7 o'clock, 7:30, everyone will finish 16 rounds. So this South American pujari, he would bring his daughter, 1-year-old girl, a few months old girl, and slowly she started standing. Mangalarti, she never cried. So finally, she started standing. Wow, she would look at Krishna staring at 5 o'clock in the morning. Then she got some strength to, strength in her legs. She started dancing, this girl, this 2-year-old girl, holding onto the railing, she would dance. 2-year-old, can you believe? And so many children in our movement, they would say the first words, as I said before, Prabhupada, Jagannath. Some people said Hare, Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare. They are continuing from a past life. You are happy to hear this?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Amazing, right? Amazing, right?
Yes. Yes, Prabhuji.
But now let me tell you, some people, out of temptation for money and name and fame, they'll become cinema stars. And then cinema stars means exposing the body. Next lifetime they'll become trees. Very painful. So because human life is life of responsibility, Krishna has given human life to become a devotee and cleanse your heart and go back to Godhead. But you are abusing it. In California, there is a redwood forest. It's also called muirwood. There is muirwood forest. One tree is standing there past 9,000 years. I really do not know what mistake this soul did in the previous life. That tree has to stand for 9,000 years. I have a question for all of you. Having worked as doctors, engineers, and businessmen, professionals, who wants to become a dog or a cat or a beast or a bird or a reptile or a snake or a tree? Nobody. Are you happy that because you're coming to the classes, next lifetime at least you'll get a human birth in rich family or devotee family? Or if you have fully attained perfection, Prabhupada said actually, chant 16 rounds, follow 4 regulative principles. This lifetime will take you back to God. Prabhupada said that. My request to you, falling at your lotus feet, I request you, please take it up seriously because time is running out. My only happiness is if you take it up seriously, you will make unlimited progress. My sadness is for those people who don't take it up seriously and waste their lifespan waste their human life in the materialistic pursuits. Knowing very well nothing will come with us, still people waste time. Can I tell a small story?
Yes,
Yes.
Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
One day, one man returned from America to go to his village to see his mother. Then, so for him to go to his village, he had to cross a big river, river like Krishna river. So the boatman was waiting there, so Krishna Godavari. So he said he got into the boat. He was actually only one person. And because it was rainy season, the water was actually, the current was very high. So this man said, it takes an hour journey to go on the boat. Said, boatman, do you know anything about astronomy? Do you know Hubble constant? Do you know astronomy? How the distance between stars are, how it's calculated? Boatman said, no, sir, I don't know. And this rich man said, 25% of your life is waste. You don't know? Hare Krishna. Do you know, after the boat was going, he said, after some time, do you know anything about electrical engineering? How, electronics engineering, how the CRT works, cathode ray tube, how the emission of electrons happen? Boatman said, no, sir, I don't know. This man said, 50% of your life is waste. The boat was going, but the current was very high. Then he said after some time, boatman, do you know about Wall Street, American Wall Street, New York, where the stock exchange, so many people come and trade their shares. How to multiply the money by putting your money in the shares. Boatman said, it's very difficult to get enough money to maintain my livelihood and maintain my family. I don't know all these things. The rich man from America said, 75% of your life is waste. But suddenly what happened? Now, because the high current was very high, the flow was very high. And now he said, past 2 days, the rains, heavy rains, it rained heavily. That's why the boat is actually rocking back and forth. The boatman asked the rich man, do you know how to swim, sir? Looks like the boat is going to capsize. We are going to be drowned. Rich man said, I don't know how to swim. Then the boatman said, 100% of your life is waste. You're listening?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So if we waste our life in the material pursuits, but we do not know how to swim across the cycle of birth and death, 100% our human life is waste. 100% on human life is waste. But anyway, the boat capsized and the old rich man was drowning. This boatman actually caught hold of him and brought him to the shore. So we need to have, whether we know swimming or not, we need to have the shelter of devotees who can help us cross over the cycle of birth and death. Otherwise, I think I'm this body, I'm a woman, I'm a man, I'm an engineer, I'm a doctor, and whole life in the delusion. Some happiness, some distress, some happiness, some distress. We spend our life in little happiness and distress. End of the day, it's only unhappiness because old age, nobody's happy, disease, nobody's happy. No, we should become a devotee today, Krishna conscious today. We should become Krishna conscious today. There is a verse by Narada Muni. Tyaktava swadharmam charanambujam hare. Bhajan pakwada pateta. What loss is there? You have become a devotee and because we are trying to overcome Maya, mental energy. Somehow you couldn't succeed. What loss is there? You did 30%, that will come with you. What gain is there? Materially, you are very successful, but you have ignored spiritual life. It is useless. If you do PhD this lifetime, next lifetime, you cannot do second PhD. You have to start from scratch. Again, LKG only. First of all, there is no guarantee you'll get the human life. Right? That's why Krishna is telling Arjuna, in this process, there is no loss or there is no question of diminishing anything. You will attain a ultimate perfection. Lagi raho. Be focused on performing bhakti. Be focused on becoming a bhakti yogi. That is the goal of life. That is the goal of life. So today, this word Ajamil story is there. I want to tell this story from Srimad Bhagavatam because it is mentioned here. Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada mentioned that here. We have 3 minutes. Anyone has any question? Probably I'll speak that next week because it is very interesting. Any question or comment for this week? Today we
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Amma.
Anusha here. So, as per today's class, it was told like, in case if we did at least 2% of Krishna, if we were in 2% at least in Krishna conscious, will be taken a birth to continue that. So, they will be born in a rich family or a Brahman family. So, what are we in this life? Is it also something we did something in the past attracted to Krishna? But
Yes.
if we are not born in a rich or a Brahman family.
No, Brahman means a devotee family, Amma. So, Krishna tells this verse in future chapters, you will see that. Suchinam Shri Matangehi Yoga Brashtam Yayate. If you have done so much bhakti, actually I'll show you that. Anyway, just give me a minute. Can you see the screen?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
So, is every, we are able to see, right? So initially you have little faith. These are the stages one has to cross. Initially you have little faith. Then immediately Krishna arranges your association with the devotees. Then we started this class. Then we devotees tell you to chant the holy name and look for a guru, get initiated. And under the guidance of guru, you start chanting 16 rounds, you'll get initiated, and your heart. What is the fourth one? Can somebody read this word?
Anartha Nivritti.
Yeah, wait, I'm sorry. Anartha Nivritti means the impurities in your heart start going away. Greed will go away, lust will go away, anger will go away, pride will go away slowly. So as the impurities start leaving your heart, what is the next one?
Nishta.
Nishta, you become stable. You become stable in the process. Means somebody died in your family, you'll chant 16 rounds. You become a CEO, you got a promotion, still you'll chant 16 rounds. And what is the next one?
Ruchi, taste.
So initially when you start chanting Hare Krishna, wow, so difficult, I don't want to chant the holy name. Anybody who comes to Hare Krishna's, everyone likes prasad. Some people like kirtan. But unanimously, nobody likes all people dislike one thing. What is that? Chanting the holy name. Wow, so difficult. One round, when will the 16th round come? 2 rounds, 4th round. When is the 16th round? 8 rounds, Amaya, 50% over now. 12 rounds, 75% over. 15th round, tears are coming from the eyes. Why? I don't need to touch the bead bag for one more day. And 16th round, wow, peaceful. Anyone has any experience like this? Huh?
When you say rounds, I've not been attending, unfortunately, continuously. But what exactly do you mean by that?
Rounds means there's a bead. I mean, we have a mala we give. It has 108 beads. One round means you have to chant 108 mantras. So you have to chant 16 rounds means 16 into 108 mantras, 1728 times. So this Hare Krishna mantra. So people, when they start, usually what happens is, when people start, what happens is, about 3 rounds, sleep will be coming. And you want to, your mind is going here and there. There is no taste, and unnecessarily committed. 2-3 rounds is fine, but what is 16? Taking too much time, 2 hours. Anyone has any experience?
Prabhuji, the 16 rounds is significance is there.
16 round significance is there, yes. 16 rounds means 100,000 names, Coach. 1 lakh names. So if you do every day, if you bathe your consciousness with Krishna's name by chanting 100,000, means 1 lakh names. It's a medicine actually. That is how the anartha nivritti happens. That is how the purification happens. Actually before it was 64 rounds, but Swami Prabhupada, Westerners, it is very difficult for them to focus that much long. So he reduced it to 100,000 names, 1 lakh names, 16 rounds. But anyway, trust me, in the initial stages, chanting is not very palatable. It's not a very happy experience. When it will finish and I'll go and attend on to other duties. Ukshamata, do you agree, Amma?
Yes, Prabhuji. So, beginning of the Krishna consciousness, I feel that so many hurdles used to come. I think that today I'll finish the 16 rounds in the morning, and something the other important work or some other production issues comes or something like which happens that I couldn't, like, I don't know how to make it so determined that need to do. So it's became little bit easy. The years goes by, Prabhuji, for me. I see that.
As the years roll on, it becomes a little easier. I agree with you. So anyway, the point is, so initially, holy in this chanting Hare Krishna mantra, holy name serves as a medicine, but it's bitter. But once you come to the stage of Nishtha, I'm honest with you, you have attained some perfection. When you come to Nishtha, it means no matter what, I'll not give up this. I'll chant my rounds. I'll continue Bhakti Yoga process. What is the sixth one?
Ruchi.
Ruchi. Then one day you'll find the taste for the holy name. You know, when you find the taste for the holy name, you will continue doing it. You know, so it's exactly like you are preparing for your engineering entrance or medical entrance. Initially, you don't have any taste for, you know, keeping yourself awake till night, late night, because but that one thing is there. I should get into a medical school or engineering school. I don't want to get into normal, the humanities or other courses. So the drive, even though the mind is resisting, our mind is telling you to sleep, you all sat and worked very hard, but eventually you developed a taste because you are determined to get into medical school. So likewise, here also mind resists, but when you persist, when you persevere, I have to attain self-realization. I have to go back to Godhead. I should put a full stop to the cycle of birth and death. I really do not know whether I'll become a dog or a cat or a beast or a bird in the next life. So let me, once I got this rare human life, let me attain perfection. Let me chant my rounds. Then initially there won't be any taste, but you'll become steady, fixed up. Then eventually attain the taste. What is the next one? Seventh one?
Asakti.
Asakti means you will develop attachment to the process. What is the eighth one?
Bhava.
Bhava means this is the stage where you'll come to know you. This is the stage you attain self-realization. You will realize that you're not the body of 206 bones, blood, flesh, and marrow, but you're a spirit soul within. So you'll come to know your relationship with the Krishna in the spiritual world. You'll come to know your service with Krishna in the spiritual world. You'll come to know your Swarupa. What is your form, spiritual form in the spiritual world? If you're attached to Ram, you'll come to know your relationship with Ram in the spiritual world. If you're attached to Krishna, you'll come to know your relationship with Krishna in the spiritual world. But Maya still has a little grip on you. Maharaj Bharat attained the stage of Bhava. Maharaj Bharat, because of whom India got the name Bharat, he attained the Bhava stage. But then what happened? A deer came and he became attached to deer. He gave up the process, and next lifetime he became a deer, though he was on a very highly advanced stage. But there is one more. What is the next one? Ninth one?
Sthayi Bhava.
Sthayi Bhava means there is no patanam, there is no fall down. You will know your relationship with Krishna. You will know your spiritual form. You will know your service. Which rasa, which mellow you will serve Krishna. You will come to know. But that point onwards, Maya leaves you. Maya cannot have any grip on you. What is the last one?
Prema, love of God.
Prema, you have attained the love of God. Means you can go to the spiritual world. You can go to any one of the Vaikuntha planets. But basically, if you're attached to Krishna, you'll go to Golok Vrindavan. If you're attached to Narayan, you'll go back to Narayan. If you're attached to Rama, you'll go to Lord Ramchandra, Ayodhya of spiritual world. So this all started with a little faith. Now let me answer the question. if you, for example, okay, this lifetime, you're, what is it, 4th level, impurities are still there in the heart, you're struggling, but but you're already 70 plus and you left the world. I mean, you leave the world. Then what happens? Next lifetime, you'll continue from where you left off. You're understanding? So because you already done some things, some progress you already made, next lifetime you'll take birth. Suchinam Srimatange hi yoga brashta vijayate. You'll take birth in a rich family or a rich devotee family. If you've gone like Bilamangala Thakur, in the previous life he was in Bhava stage. Next lifetime he took birth in a rich devotee family, very advanced. If you take, like for example, another nivritti, so Mataji is asking, okay, I'm little, what is that? I came to Krishna consciousness, means that there is some connection, but very weak connection. That's why you've taken a lot. I mean, it has taken a lot of time in this life to come to Krishna consciousness. But very important point to note is, irrespective of what time we have come to Krishna consciousness, we should become serious. Actually, one gentleman, he came to America from Rajahmundry. When he came to America, he was already 55. And one day he came to a temple and somehow he met devotees and he became, he started chanting the holy name. He has only one regret. Oh, I'm already 50 plus. I never knew there's such a wonderful process, Bhakti Yoga here. And he regretted like anything. I told him, Prabhuji, instead of regretting like this, take it up seriously. I'm honest with you, he has taken it up very seriously. Today he's there, 77, is initiated, practicing bhakti for more than 10 years now. So better late than never. But Maya is always there to stop you. Maya keeps on putting you the speed, keeps on throwing speed breakers. It keeps on putting obstacles to you. But that's why Krishna says in the coming verses, in second chapter only, Vyavasayatmika buddhi, actually next verse only, 41, 40, 43. One has to be Vyavasayatmika buddhi, Ekya Kurunandana. One has to be determined. Vyavasayatmika buddhi. Prabhupada was determined. We should be determined. So, Mataji, the question you asked, you have some connection, but you're continuing from past life. You're understanding?
Yes, yes.
Any other question or comment? You liked the screen?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Anyone has any question or comment? Otherwise, we'll end it for today. Actually, this is a verse. Atav Shraddha Tadav Sadhu Sangota Bhajana Kriya Anadana Vrittishat Tada Nishtas Tada, Ruchi. Anyway, that's the verse actually. If you don't have any other thing, we'll end it for today. I want to add one more line, if you want, before we finish. So,
Yes,
when we go for a movie, we'll watch 3 hours movie, fully absorbed.
Prabhuji, Namaskar. I have one doubt. Even while lying down, we can say Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, while lying down before sleep.
Yes.
This is not. Prabhuji, I'm great.
There are no rules. You can chant anytime. You can lie down and chant, you can sit and chant, you can walk and chant, no problem.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Just before sleeping, go on telling till sleep comes.
No problem. Absolutely.
No. Prabhuji, Namaskar.
Hare Krishna. So if nothing is there, what we will do, we'll end it here. Actually, what is that? We are taking, so many people are coming to Yatra this December. We'll give you an update for that, and please do come. It's because you'll make a lot of spiritual progress. These are all bhakti credits will come with you. So, so thank you very much. My obeisance, Salvation.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you. Namaskar. Namaskar, sir.
Namaskar. Thank you, Prabhu.